Just got back from Carowinds and it was so good that it blew my hair off. Let's go see why. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario. This is a channel all about amusement park type stuff, but mostly coasters. And I have to be completely honest, I definitely just ran around like a madman riding stuff instead of vlogging. So just a little rundown of what I did so far. I started off by heading over to Fury, but that's where like everyone swarmed at opening. So then I went back to Copperhead Strike, which was completely dead. Like almost nobody was over there. Got 4 or 5 rides on it. That was super fun. And then doubled back to Fury 325. Got like 11 or something rides on it. Just went again and again and again and again. All the crowds moved on from there after the morning. So much fun. I can't get over how good that ride is. Even did a couple of rides in the front row. That has to be my favorite place to sit. It's fantastic in every row. I was getting grouped to the middle a bunch and it was still super fun there. And then I also rode the Enterprise. It's one of those rides where like it starts spinning horizontal parallel to the ground and then the arm tilts you up and then you're twisting perpendicular to the ground. I've never been on a classic Enterprise. That was really disorienting. I definitely needed a second to get my footing after getting on that, but wow, that was really fun. There's a storm rolling in a couple hours probably, but we're still out here having fun. It's a really nice park. The operations are still really good. The operators and staff in general are friendly. It's a nice time. So since yesterday I only got 2 rides on Intimidator, gonna get a couple more rides on that. Super excited. I had a lot of fun on this yesterday, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun getting a few more rides today. So I got 3 more rides on Intimidator. There it is, looking all pretty with the clouds in the background. That ride is just so fun. I could genuinely ride that all day too. It's just so peaceful and fun and floaty. But now I'm gonna head to another coaster that I need more rides on, and that's Afterburn. Only got on it once yesterday, so I'm looking forward to riding it more and in some different rows as well. So just got off of 2 more rides on Afterburn, one of which was in the front row, and I have to admit, that was probably my favorite place to sit so far. The back row is very intense, super whippy. The front row, still very intense, but you get the views of flying through the trees, flying through the trenches, but it's gonna be intense no matter where you sit. Super fun, forceful invert. A little on the shorter side, I guess, but if it was any longer, it'd be a little too intense for me. So I think it's perfect as is. I really enjoyed this coaster. So if you've ever been to a theme park before and ordered Dippin' Dots and thought, they don't have enough roller coaster themed Dippin' Dots. Well, at Carowinds they do. You got Fury Freeze, which is Fury themed Dippin' Dots. It looks really tasty. Another crazy flat ride that they have here is Southern Star. It's like your typical pirate ship, but this one inverts. Definitely looks fun, especially if hang time is your thing, because you're going upside down a bunch, dangling out of your seat while you're upside down. Seems really fun, but instead I think I'm gonna do a flat ride that is a little more tame and go on Windseeker. One of the 2 indoor attractions at this park is Boo Blasters on Boo Hill, and I'd have to imagine that remains open even if there's inclement weather, but the clouds are officially getting very dark overhead, so I'll hop in line for that because it's going to be one of the only things open. So that was a cute little shooting dark ride. All the theming was really cute. There was one room that was like genuinely creepy. The guns did not work very well. Still super fun nonetheless, as long as you don't care about the fact that you're not scoring a ton of points. However, it does look like all the other attractions are pausing operation for the inclement weather. So I'm taking a little break at the Blue Ridge Country Kitchen. I'm not getting any food, just taking a little break. But it's cool, they have a lot of posters up here and some of them relate to other Cedar Fair parks. For example, this Miami River Lumber Company poster / ad is a direct nod to Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. There was also a crate in the line for Copperhead Strike for the Calico Mining Company, which is of course a nod to Knott's Berry Farm. So I stumbled upon what is my favorite poster so far. This is just everything Cedar Fair. You have the area around the Beast at Kings Island. This text is full of little nods to the Cedar Fair company. You also have nods to Mystic Timbers again with this little theming that is in the Mystic Timbers queue line. It would seem that I've made a dumb. I meant Twisted Timbers at King's Dominion. I got my timbers a little mixed up. And then you also have in the background theming this Railblazer lead car design. So much cool stuff. There's also a couple other posters that I found inside. There's one for Thunder Roads, which is the old racing coaster that used to exist at this park. And then there was also one, I think, for Carolina Cyclone, also referencing Aerodynamics, the defunct coaster manufacturer that made that. I'm gonna keep wandering around and see what other ones I can find. And over here, there's another nod to Knott's Berry Farm. The sign for fresh picked strawberries, Knott's Berry Farm. Okay, there's another Miami River Lumber Company one, and this one's really interesting because at the bottom it says our lumber is obtained by means of vengeance, which, you know, I think is a reference to Steel Vengeance, which used to be Mean Streak. And there's also another nod to Mystic Timbers. In the top window of the barn, there's the tree from the Mystic Timbers logo. Okay, and another really cool one says the RMC drill is the highly anticipated successor to the wildly popular DIN 91 drill. DIN is the company that manufactured Mean Streak, and Steel Vengeance was manufactured by RMC. It also says that the 205 RMC drill has 4 great features, a nod to the foreign versions of Steel Vengeance, and it only costs $20.18 or 2018. The year that Steel Vengeance opened, my goodness me, the Easter eggs never end. Really, really cool stuff. I'm super fascinated by these. It's nerdy, so not a ton of people are going to care about it, but I certainly do. Another good rainy day thing to do is this arcade over here by Copperhead Strike, also open while the weather is not great. I'll see if maybe I can win Javi a souvenir or something. Hopefully I get something good. So apparently the park's smaller swing ride is opening up. It's called Zephyr. Doesn't look like the rain's letting up anytime soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and ride that, I guess, while it's raining. So it looks like all the coasters have started testing, including Fury. If I could get a rain ride on Fury, that would be terribly intense, but also incredibly fun. So waiting out the rain was definitely well worth it. I got 2 back-to-back Fury rain rides in the back row without having to get up. The park is relatively empty now, so that was a little bit painful, but I was all zipped up and hooded up, and it added to the intensity, that's for sure. But next up, I'm going to do a hurler. Should be at least a good time to be able to get in the front row. Obviously, the rain will be a little less pleasant in the front row, but I like front row a lot better. So I'm excited to do this in the front row after the rain has affected the wood a little bit. I'm very excited for that. So I just had a very good ride in the front row of Hurler. Much smoother and more comfortable there. Good floater airtime on most of the hills, but honestly I can't help myself from another ride on Fury, so I'm gonna do that again. You know, I don't work out that much, so I feel like getting a leg workout in, so I'm gonna go ahead and ride Vortex next.
So as you wait to ride, please keep in mind that any hats or glasses that do not have a
Back to Intimidator now. Time for another round on Afterburn. I've done a full circle again. Let's get another ride on Copperhead Strike. Now another ride on Flying Cobras. Carolina Gold Rusher again. So unfortunately, that ride on Carolina Gold Rusher is going to be the last ride of the day for me. The park is closing a couple hours early, apparently. Had a great day though. Everything was just as good as yesterday. I am still going to try and get some food for 1 second, and I also got to pick up some coaster models, of course. Got the Parkscape. It's like a nano coaster, but all the rides in the park, or at least all the major rides in the park, like the skyline of the park. Figured I'd get that instead of the Fury one because it does at least have Fury on it, and it has all the other rides, since I liked pretty much every ride here. And then I also got Copperhead Strike because I feel like Copperhead Strike looks so much more unique than all the other ones I have, so I figure both of these will be a nice addition to my collection. I also got this Carowinds hat because I've been needing a new hat for a while, at least a new hat with an adjustable back. And I think this one looks pretty nice. So yeah, that does it for my second day. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.